All right, y'all. So this is a public service announcement. Just to clarify, if some of you have not understood the message that I was conveying in the book in the first 2 chapters. So just to be clear, I believe in God. The only time somebody would say that I don't believe in God is because I know in God. So I actually know in God. That's more than believing in. I know that God exists and it's only one God. But for some reason, some people are having confusion of whether or not I believe in God, and I do. So just to clarify, I do believe in God, and I know there is a God. So I know in God. So please don't confuse what I said. I'm not sure how you can confuse it. I was specific as possible in my explanation, but go back and read it again, and you'll clearly see that I believe in God. So please do not disrespect me like that or God by ever saying that I ever said anything about not believing in God. Because I know in God, believe in God, know in God, whatever you want to call it. God exists, and I understand it exists, and I explain that he exists so far that I believe in him specifically and nothing else. Him, it, for those who want to say that I'm giving him a gender, this is me just using language. So when I say him, I mean it. When I say it, I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying that it is everything. So please, no more confusion. I believe in God. And it's not a him or a she. It's a it. It's a everything. But from the way life is functioning, women are the only ones that can produce an actual creation or a baby to come out. So it would make more sense for it to be a she rather than a him. But since we do also understand all the other stuff, that's what gives me the conclusion of it, which would not reduce it down to either gender because it's way more complicated than we could fathom. And I'm not going to pretend like I know, because none of us died to come back and tell us. And even if they did, we don't know whether they knew what the hell they was talking about anyway. So just to clarify, I believe in God. God is God. There's no specific gender or anything from my personal perspective. I use the word he because just as language, and we just use this to reference things. And when I say kid, I mean your actual child that you produced, the human being that came out of your body, not a goat for all of y'all that want to play semantics and talk about words. So yes, I did use the word kid, but y'all do understand that I'm talking about human beings. Trying to think if there's anything other weird things I heard about what I wrote that I thought was very specific, but I think I crossed all the T's and dotted the I's. For the record, again, I know there is a God, and I know in him, and I follow him specifically. I don't know about none of these other things or any of these other whatever. I don't know. I just know God, and he exists, and that's who I follow. So, just to be clear, King Fyz Perspective. Perspective is everything. Remember that.